Welcome to a special edition of Ray Ray on Baseball. Now, the reason this is a special edition is Mr. Ray Ray is a busy young man. It's hard for us to get a time for him to record. Ray Ray, how you been doing, buddy?
I've been doing pretty good. I've been watching the College World Series downstairs for the last 3-4 days, I guess. It has been fun. It hasn't been fun watching Vanderbilt get crushed like that.
Well, Tennessee got put out the first two games, and then you were updating me on Vandy's score right now. Vandy looks like they're going down to defeat. Down what was that score, Ray Ray?
9-0. Here, let me check it again. I can check it again.
All right.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's 9-0, I think.
Well, let's talk about Ray Ray a little bit. Been busy. Did you expect to play this much baseball this summer?
Maybe it depends how you ask it, I guess.
Did you expect to play this many tournaments?
No, not that as many tournaments, but I did expect that many games.
Okay. So we've been playing tournament for the last month or so. Tell me about your team right now. You're playing. Is it an all-star team of your?
It's an all-star team.
All right. Well, give us a rundown of your team and who's on it. The new team.
Okay. Let me try to think of everybody who's on the team. Okay. At catcher, you've got me. Okay. At first base, you got Brady, and sometimes Brody plays there too.
Brady and Brody.
And second base, Raiden usually plays there. Shortstop, Charlie. Third base, usually Hook plays there. And then outfield, there's a lot of kids in the outfield. You got Oliver, Ethan. Here, let me think. I can't think. Wait a minute.
You done a good job to the outfield. There sounds like a bunch of them.
Yeah. See Oliver, Hartline, Ray Hartline. I'm sorry if I can't remember your name. Luke.
Yeah. Luke.
Sometimes he pitches. Sometimes he plays right field. And yeah.
The Ray Ray fan base is out already with Tim and Jack Stafford giving you shout out, Ray Ray. I believe there's Grand giving you some love right there.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we got shout outs to everybody.
Yeah. Shout out to mom, dad, grandparent, everybody that is watching. You better be watching right now, okay? If you're not, we've got a problem.
Well, we got mom and dad first, right?
Yeah.
Give a shout out. Make sure to get them in there.
Yeah. Mom, dad, grandparent, everybody that is watching. Everybody.
A lot of people have missed you, Ray. All right, so let's get on. We got a short edition, so let's get through it tonight. How? So you got into All Stars, and it kept going. Paw Rick said to tell you he's watching.
Reminder.
All right. We got into All Stars, and you knew you were going to play Little League, but did you know you kind of had to work to make the All Star team? Did you not?
Yeah, I kind of had to work at it. I really needed to see the ball instead of just walking every time. That's how you make the All Star team. Just hit the ball, you'll make it.
You don't make the All Star team with a bat on the shoulder, do you? So you want to show everybody your Whiz Kid hat?
Yep. Right here. Whiz Kid.
I got a oh, mine's the other way. A daddy-daughter edition Braves hat on. So I love it, man.
Special. One of one.
One of one, and it's for this show, right, buddy?
Yep.
All right, so let's get into it. How you swinging the lumber right now?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I think since last time I've talked to you. I think I've hit one homer. I've hit a triple, and I can't really remember throwing anybody out. But let me tell you the story about the home run. It's pretty cool. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
So first pitch, it's a little bit inside. Okay, and I foul it off, but it wasn't just any foul ball. It made it all the way to the fence, and we're at field 2 at Chickamauga, which is a high school field.
Mm-hmm.
It was off the wall, but it was foul.
Really got a hold of it. Did it feel good?
Yep, I got out in front of it.
Shifted that weight.
And then second pitch, right down the middle, one hops to left center field fence.
Nice. Were you seeing the ball good that night?
I think I was.
So what have you changed in your batting approach since last time we talked that's got this more power into it?
I think it may just be the variations of pitches I'm getting because the all-stars, like, they can throw strikes, but the pitchers in the regular season, they couldn't really throw strikes. So I think it's just how I'm seeing the ball now, because I'm seeing it like a lot, like in the strike zone.
All right, so you hear that in the major leagues. If the pitcher's not getting the ball in the zone, it's hard to hit. When you come up to bat, what's your approach? Are you looking to take a pitch, or are you trying to first ball hit?
Pretty much first ball I see in the strike zone, I try to hit it.
So you come up trying to be aggressive, huh?
And sometimes if I see the pitchers like all over the place, I'll probably take the first pitch. But if he's throwing in the zone, I'm swinging on my shoes.
Yeah. So where are you hitting in the order?
I usually bat fourth, but sometimes I bat third.
What do you like? Where are you comfortable being?
Probably fourth.
Really?
I'm comfortable right in that fourth spot because I can watch the pitches in the first 3 hitters, so I kind of get protection there from everybody else because I can just see the pitches and where they're going.
Are you still hitting lefty mainly?
Well, that ball that I hit to left center, that was righty.
Interesting. So you got a little more power when you turn around right-handed, huh?
Maybe,
but you like hitting left-handed, don't you?
I like I like hitting both.
Really? How's the catching coming?
I think I'm doing fairly well. Haven't made any crazy errors, but like I've probably made a couple, but like I haven't made any crazy. So I don't think I've thrown anybody out though. Like just because I don't really get the opportunity to. Like I do, but like the opportunity I get to throw people out is to go all the way to the backstop. So yeah, I don't really get chances to do that unless the runner doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah.
So, all right, the regular season now. Where's your tournament? I got this. Your mom sent it to me. Where's your tournaments this weekend? If folks want to come,
I'm not certain, but I think it's in Dalton.
I think you're right, but let me check. Brenda Mills, I don't know why you can't see us. We have a huge viewership going right now, so I don't know why you can't see us currently. I'll check to make sure the feed's going out. Anytime I have Ray on here, I'm going to get viewers for some reason. You got a fan base, right, buddy?
Maybe.
Let me check this feed while you're. Any update on the College World Series?
Here, let me check it. Still 9-0.
Still 9-0. You may hear a little. Yeah. I got the feed going out. Lacey Gill said it was in Dalton this weekend. So,
okay.
Have you played in Dalton before?
I don't remember playing in Dalton.
Well, I mean, you're 11. I mean, you can't have been at that many places yet, are you? Can you?
Yeah, I haven't been really anywhere like in terms of tournaments and stuff. I haven't really been outside the Walker County area. So
But Tim Stafford, thank you for that score. 9-0 right now, bottom of the eighth.
yeah,
But
Tim, keep the score for us each inning. Just put it in the comments
there you go, Ray.
so I don't have to check every time.
Right, but I mean, 2 years ago you weren't even playing ball, and now you're making all-star teams. You've got to be happy with your progress.
I think I am. I'm pretty happy with it.
All right, buddy. For everybody watching, it's kind of a short edition. Again, it's hard to get the whiz kids time right now in baseball season. Uh, it's literally been you had to practice to last night we were going to record.
Yeah, but practice got canceled.
Did it? I didn't know that.
Got canceled because of the rain and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get the practice. Now, do you have a hitting cage at the house?
Yes, I do.
So when you get a practice canceled like that, you go hit?
Yeah, sometimes I go to it, sometimes I just go outside.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So you ready to anything else you want to say about your little league season or the tournament season?
I don't really think so. Even though I do got a couple things to say.
Go ahead.
It's been like so hot. Like it's been summer season. It's been super hot, and you'd have to bring like fans and like those things that you got around your neck, like the cooler things around your neck, like just a lot of stuff to keep me cooled down. It's been a really crazy summer season.
It's been really super hot. You know what we always fail to bring up, Ray, and we
What?
should talk. We should have a little update. I know Shelby's playing a lot of softball too. Is her season over with?
Yeah, it is because they don't have all stars. I don't think.
Right. But
But
Shelby.
she's going to a new school, so she can play there.
Oh, great. I know she really enjoyed it, and I think this was her first year ever playing full time.
Yeah, actually, it was last year. I think she played with the Smoke.
Okay, 2 years.
Mhm.
And I also, to answer everybody's question, how did Ray and I start doing a podcast together? Is your sister and my daughter met at a remote I was doing and became instant friends
At Phil's Primetime Pizza.
at Phil's Primetime Pizza, and I got to talking to your dad, and he was like, Ray knows a lot about baseball, and we put you on the air, and I was like, oh man, let's put this kid on here, it'll be fun. And you got on the air, and we were all sitting there with our mouth like, because you do know your baseball, Ray, don't you?
I think I do.
All right, everybody giving shout out to Shelby. My daughter, Shelby, if you're watching, Annalise said to tell you hi, and she will be back on the 20th of July, so 22nd of July. So maybe we'll all get together and have a pizza or something. So
That'd be nice. Just gluten
shout out to
free.
yeah. I mean we haven't got to hang out all summer, so shout out to our friend Shelby. But Ray, it's going to be a tough little talk these first two questions because uh, I got to bring up the good, and you got another shout out here from Nicole Sluice, I believe is her name. I probably mispronounced that.
Nicole Sluss.
I'm so sorry. Me pronouncing names are not my strong point, but got to be happy with where the Cubs are at in second place, winning record.
Mhm.
I didn't have a lot of hopes for the Cubs, but they've been playing well. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, they've been playing really well, and they've got some finalists in an All-Star game. I think they've got 5. They got Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, Peterson, and wait a minute. Wait. Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, I can't remember the last one, but they have 5. I'm pretty sure.
So, what do you account for? I mean, because really, I don't think in your best dreams you thought they would have enough pitching to be this far above 500 at this point.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't think they had really good pitching, especially if they trade away Yu Darvish. Reminder: Grandma Viv is watching.
yes, shout out to Grandma Vid. So the Cubs come into the night 42 and 39, a 519 winning percentage, 26 and 13 in Wrigley Field. That is an amazing number. Why do you think they play better at Wrigley than on the road?
I feel like it's just like they have like more comfort at home. Like that's like how I see it, because that's kind of how I hit. Like I do better at home, so I think everybody's better at home.
All
So,
right, 16 and 26 in a row. 3 and 7 in their last 10. Kind of stumbling a little bit into the All-Star break.
yeah.
Do you think the break will do them some good?
Probably. It just depends what kind of people those people are, because sometimes people do better when they get no sleep. Some people do good whenever they get a lot. So it's probably just a preference.
And don't have old people starting podcasts at 9:30 at night when you should be in bed asleep. I know. The Brewers have got a 6-game lead. That's a pretty insurmountable or pretty big lead. Wild card wise, though, the Cubs are right there. Do you think the Cubs need to make a couple of trades, maybe to bolster that starting staff, and they could be a playoff team?
Yeah, they need to get some more pitching. Like the only person they really have is Kyle Hendricks. And they did have Yu Darvish, but they traded him away for some reason.
You're holding on to that one, bud. You're still upset with that one.
Yeah, I still am.
All right. So now here's the bad. And I struggled whether to ask you this or not. And because it is bad, is the Cubs let Kyle Schwarber walk last year. And he just broke a major league record for like 10 home runs in a 12-game stretch. I can't remember the exact.
It was 17 home runs in 15 games, I think.
Right. He's hitting the leadoff for the Nationals. Hitting about I think he's hitting somewhere in 260 range. Is it hard to watch Schwarber, and why do you think the Cubs gave up on him?
Honestly, I don't know why they gave up on him. I mean, you've seen him do good before in 2019, but he wasn't really good in 2020. That was a short season. 2019 he had 38 home runs, and in 2021 he has like over 20. Like I honestly don't know why they let him walk. And for Jock Peterson, who hasn't been as doing good as Schwarber, I think that's probably a downgrade for the Cubs.
So Peterson was kind of a role player with the Dodgers, and he comes to the Chicago and he gets a full-time job. Has he underperformed your expectations, especially?
He hasn't underperformed, but he's not as good as Kyle Schwarber in my opinion. It would have been nice if they kept Kyle Schwarber and they didn't let him walk. But yeah, it's just I don't know why they let Schwarber walk.
Do you get to see most of the Cubs games?
Yeah, sometimes I watch it live on YouTube or something, but yeah, I usually keep track with them. So does my papa.
All right. So Papa's a Cubs fan too, right?
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
That's where you got it from. All right, man. Papa also taught you how to slide, didn't he? Wasn't he your sliding coach? All right.
Taught me how to do a lot of things.
One more thing about the Cubs, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. What would make you satisfied with the Cubs season? Do they have to make the playoffs, or if they play good and come up short, are you happy and and ready for next year and feel like maybe they're a year early?
I just want them to get over 500 at this point. I mean, I just want them to get them over 500 because it looks like they're trying to rebuild with that trade with you, Darvish. But it looks like they're trying to rebuild, so I'd just be happy if they get over 500.
All right, and well on the pace for doing that. Give a shout out. You got shout outs from.
Shout out to Chris Barker.
Yep, and then
Linda again.
All right, so the Cubs, did they lose tonight, Ray? I think they did. I didn't see the whole score.
Yeah, I think they lost to the Brewers 15-7. This
All right.
Pretty bad.
All right, so we made some predictions at the beginning of the season, and we're revisiting them with every. Are you getting shout out? The Barker family are all in the house now.
Yep.
We're going to revisit them each time we get together, but let's start out in the American League. So Tim Stafford, bottom of the ninth, 9-0 still Mississippi State. Looks like the Bulldogs are about to win them a national championship.
First ever in any sport.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Randall's the voice of Sequatchie County High School, and Dakota Hudson, Major League pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals that played at Sequatchie County, is a Mississippi State graduate. So we got a tie to Mississippi State. So it's a big win for the state program. You know, Vandy's kind of the pure blood of the college baseball. So all right. Red Sox are 49-31, 613 winning percentage. Absolutely on fire. We predicted at the beginning of the year, both of us did, the Yankees would win that division. The Yankees are 41-38, 7.5 games out. Toronto 6.5, and Tampa 2.5 out. Does the Red Sox have enough staying power now to win that division?
I feel like they do. And I put on my script. I put the Rays were gonna make the wild card.
You did.
Mhm.
That the Rays are playing good. They do it with not the high dollar players. So I forgot. Yeah, the Barker family or the Red Sox family, right?
I don't like the Yankees either, so I guess it's a win-win.
All right. American League Central. We both, I think, picked the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox are up 3 over the Indians. No one near them. The Tigers, Twins, and the Royals over 12 games out. The White Sox are still going to get Lewis Roberts back and a couple other players. I think that division's theirs, but here's the question. Are the White Sox a World Series contender?
I mean, if they get Robert back and they get everybody back that's been injured, I think they could be a contender. I don't think they're the top dog, but I feel like they're at least a contender.
Do you think it's, well, we got one more team to talk about. Out west, we split with our preseason prediction. I think did you take that? Who did you take? The Astros?
I think I took the Astros. I'm still going with them, by the way.
And I took the A's, and the A's are 1.5 out. Strange thing, though, second and third best records in American League are the Astros and the A's. That's going to be a great race to the end. So you like the Astros?
Yeah, I still like the Astros. I mean, they've got Correa, who's on fire. Bregman's a finalist for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason he is.
And Altuve's kind of discovered Altuve baseball again, don't you think?
Yep. Altuve's a finalist. He definitely deserves to be the finalist.
But now the A's don't have, I mean, what is really intriguing to me about the A's, and we'll talk about it when we get to the San Francisco Giants. The A's depth chart I have to look at it to remember who's there, Ray. I know Matt Olson, of course, everybody knows Judd Lowry, who I think is a Red Sox cast off. Matt Chapman at third. Elvis Andres, been around a long time, I think former Brave, at shortstop. And then the outfield, Kemp, Loriana, Cano, Moreland. But is it is it shocking to you that they're right there with the Astros?
It doesn't really shock me because I mean, wait a minute, the Angels, they don't have Mike Trout. They don't have Trout, so that it doesn't surprise me.
Okay, I was going to save this, but by the way, your Tammy Carrera, Nana, and Tammy is watching. Uh,
Tammy Carrico.
and then you got another shout out from Brenda Mills. Uh, have you been able to watch Showatani? Any?
Yep. He's just something else to watch. I mean, he can pitch, he can hit. I feel like he's a contender for the MVP. If not, he's gonna win it. But just the skill that he brings to the game is just unbelievable.
On Thursday night, I do a baseball show with my buddy Philip Chaplin, and he's also a writer. He says that Shohei is unlike any baseball player we've ever seen. Do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, I feel like he's probably the most talented player we've ever seen. I mean, he's probably the best player right now that's not injured.
Hey, Ray, can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, I had to make an adjustment on the soundboard. We're losing power, so I'm not on the headphones. Just if you have trouble hearing me, just make sure you tell me, okay?
Okay.
Shohei, if you were the managers of the Angels, and the management said you can only play him as a pitcher or a hitter, where are you putting him?
That's a tough question.
That's the reason. Turn the gap sideways. That's the reason you're in the
I'd
league.
probably make him a hitter
Really?
because over 1,000 OPS, he's leading the league in home runs, and he's got a super strong throwing arm. So if you put him in like right field, left field, center, if you put him in the outfield somewhere, he just throw everybody out.
So, if you were going to play him both ways, do you want to take care of him? Do you want to let him DH and pitch? Because I think that's the way to go. That's what Phil keeps
Yes.
saying, is keeping him out of the field.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you may want to put him in the field just because he has a cannon. But you if I could have him two ways, I'd put him as DH just so whenever he pitches, he don't hurt his arm or anything. But if you're strictly talking about if he's going to be a hitter, I'd put him in right field.
I agree. So, crazy question. Do the Angels, when he's healthy, have the two best players in Major League Baseball with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani?
Yes.
Good answer. I mean, it's hard to debate it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Over to the National League, and it pains me to have to talk about this one. Over to the East, the Mets lead 2.5 up on the Nationals. Phillies are 5 out. The Braves 5.5. The Marlins 9.5. The Braves are just really, really beat up, Ray. It's hard to win when your number 1 and 3 starter are on the DL for the whole year. Do you think the Braves are in reset mode, or do you think that they can get enough? All right, so if you were the Braves general manager, would you be out trying to trade for players, or do you say, okay, I'm not going to trade my young players. Soroka will be back next year. I can do something in the off season and just kind of make it through the season, because knowing that Acuna is 23 and Albies is 24 and Riley is 22. What do you think they should do?
I feel like they should just keep the young people like Acuna, Albies, Riley, and they should keep Freeman, even though he's getting a little bit older.
You keep
But
Freddie no matter what.
yeah, you keep Freddie, but he's like an icon. Anyways, I would trade the pitchers that are getting really old though. I'd probably trade Morton. I'd probably get a young starter or something. Just trade it out 1-for-1 or something. Like just get young talent in there.
I mean, to me, it's not if without Soroka. When you had Soroka, Anderson, Freed, you had enough young pitching to contend, but you just don't now, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're coming back next year. So
Yes.
if you can get some more pitching, because the Braves are fine with hitting, but the Braves, they probably need to get some pitching, maybe some young pitching,
Yeah.
because they got a lot of without Soroka, they only have like one or two young guys in there.
So we've debated on air a couple of times. Yes, and I agree. It is amazing what this young man knows, and I don't comment on here about it, but I am a grown man having a very intelligent baseball conversation with a young man, and it amazes me someday. And I tell you, the most amazing thing is I don't dumb it down for you. You know your players, you know your facts, and you always shock me by what you know. So I'm going to throw another one at you. Can Jacob deGrom, being a pitcher, be an MVP candidate?
No, absolutely. I mean, his stuff on the mound is just stupid. I mean, it's like he's not human.
Right.
He isn't human. He has like the last time we were on here, he had like a over 500 ERA plus,
Yeah.
which 100 is average. Like it just blows my mind. Like he could definitely be an MVP caliber player. He definitely is up there.
Do you think the Mets now with Lindor and that young team? Final congratulations, Tim Stafford gives us Mississippi State, the Bulldogs from Starkville beat Vandy 9-0, their first ever baseball national championship. Ray, I've been to football games at Mississippi State before. Let me tell you, that's not a college we're going to go to, Ray. It's in the middle of nowhere. So Tim Stafford also said it was a one hitter. So with all the young pitchers that the Jack Leiter and Kamar Rocker, that's going to both be top 5 pitchers, it was Mississippi State that gets the one hitter tonight to win the game. Thank you, Tim, for keeping us up with that. I've got it recorded. I'm sure I'll go watch it. But thank you, and I appreciate that. Ray, I was critical of the Mets when they made the trade for Francisco Lindor and Carrasco, and I think I've been right about Carrasco. Has Lindor now found his comfort level in New York?
Yeah, I think he has. He's starting to heat up, and you know New York fans, if you're doing bad, they're gonna trash on you. So I think he's found his comfort zone in New York since he's doing really well now. So yeah.
All right, let's head on to the Central before we run out of time. For everybody watching, we're going to try to hold it to 45 minutes tonight because, Chris, it's our pleasure to have Ray on here. Thank you very much. River City loves Ray. Matter of fact, Ray is a founding member of the RiverCity-Media family. I think you're on one of our first couple of podcasts. I got you a hat coming, by the way. I'll have to get it to you.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Doesn't say Whiz Kid. You'll have to take care of that one yourself. All right, let's go back to the standings.
Oh yeah, I had the Mets winning that division, by the way.
I had the Braves winning the division.
Okay.
So the Central, we got to get to the National League first. National League Central, the Brewers lead 6 over Chicago. The Cincinnati Reds 7.5. The Cardinals 8 games, and the Pirates 18 games. I think I chose the Brewers. I think we both chose the Brewers, did we not?
I remember you saying the Cardinals, but I can't remember that well.
I might have said the Cardinals. I'm a little bit biased to the Cardinals with Dakota Hudson, so I think it's the Brewers now. They're kind of running away with it. It's that, again, the Cubs have got a chance to make a wild card, make a run. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates for a second.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know much about the Pirates and their young talent and Cabrian Hayes and
Yeah, Cabrian Hayes is just on fire right now. He had like a 30-game on base streak or something. But yeah, Cabrian Hayes is stupid. And Adam Frazier, he's like top 10 in hits in the league.
Right.
And he's a finalist. I don't know why Cabrian Hayes wasn't a finalist. That just blows my mind.
And then in the minor leagues, the Pirates are just loaded with talent to about be there. Adam Frazier, Kevin Newman, they've got a minor league shortstop in O'Neal Cruz that's going to be a superstar. Would it be good? I'll ask this a different way. Hey, there's a Red Sox hat out there for you too, Ray, if you want it.
I'll pass on it. Thanks for the offer, though.
Ray, in your lifetime, do you ever remember the Pittsburgh Pirates being good?
No. No.
Would it be fun to see the Pirates be good?
Yeah, it'd be fun to see. It wouldn't be fun to see them get crushed by the Cubs. It wouldn't be nice to see them crush the Cubs. But
No.
It'd be nice to see them just make a name for themselves.
Cool. I agree with you. I'm really pulling for the Pirates. And out west, to finish it up, and we're going to spend a little time here. The San Francisco Giants.
Best record in baseball for somehow.
I know we can name a few players, but how many people on the street can name the starting lineup of the San Francisco Giants?
Here, Mike Talkman. You got Mike Yastrzemski. Solano, I think. Donovan Solano.
Even our baseball.
Brandon Crawford.
107-year-old Brandon Belt. What's the 104-year-old catcher?
Buster Posey.
A couple of pitchers that were cast off. Gossman was allowed to leave Atlanta, had a 6.19 ERA. DiStefano also left. I think he was a Cub, was he not?
I can't really remember that, but maybe.
Rudo's been in there. Alex Woods was a cast off from the Dodgers. They all landed in San Francisco, and they got the best staff in baseball. How do you explain it?
I don't know. Kevin Gossman just lands there. He's amazing. You just got all these pitchers that are just castaways from other teams. Just boom, you make one of the best pitching staffs in the league.
I don't remember who. Let me see. I certainly didn't pick the Giants. I picked the Dodgers. I think you picked the Dodgers.
Yeah, we both picked the Dodgers. I think that the Padres and the Giants are both going to make the wild card, though. I mean, that league is just stacked. That division's stacked.
If the season ended today, there would be 3 teams make the playoffs from the NL West. You would have it. Well, I do think the Dodgers will run the Giants down. And I do think the Giants will make the playoffs, like you said, as a playoff. But 3 teams from one division would be incredible.
I feel like that's what's going to happen. I mean, you've got the Padres, which are stacked. Giants somehow stacked. And Dodgers, I mean, you know about Dodgers. And
the Arizona Diamondbacks have won 22 games. You're going to be bad if you play in that division and you're not one of the top 3.
Yep. And I can remember the Diamondbacks in like some point of the season they had like a 20-game losing streak.
I know, it's crazy. All right. Let's get our predictions in again, and then we're going to run closer to an hour. We're already at 45 minutes already. Let's get our predictions in. World Series. Let's go American League Championship and National League Championship, then World Series.
Okay.
Who do you got in the National League Championship Series?
Let's think about this one.
I'll give you mine. I've got the
Dodgers Padres.
Same. Who do you have in the American League Championship Series?
I have got Astros and Red Sox.
I have White Sox, Red Sox.
Okay.
And in the World Series, you have who?
I'm sorry, Chris, but I don't think it's going to be the Red Sox. I think it's going to be the Astros and the Dodgers.
I'm sorry, Chris. I think it's going to be the White Sox and the Dodgers. And I think we got a little Red Sox hate going, Ray. We won't tell Chris, all right? All right, Ray, anything you want to say about baseball season up to now? Have you got to watch? There you go. You got to it.
What?
Have you got to watch enough baseball with playing so much?
Yeah. I've been to a game this year, like one game. I thought I liked RiverCity. You still are. There's no way around it. Go White Sox. Ew.
We got them started up with that White Sox prediction. Yeah, you got to go see the Braves play, did you not?
I did. It was in April. I seen Wilson Contreras hit like an absolute bomb. It was like near 500 feet. I saw Chris Bryant hit that grand slam.
Yeah. Oh, they did play the Cubs. Okay. Go ahead.
I saw Chris Bryant hit a grand slam. I'd seen Wilson Contreras hit a 500-foot moonshot. Rizzo really wasn't that good that day, and Baez was not in the lineup.
How do you feel about William Contreras being a young catcher? He's got a lot of future, doesn't he?
William or Wilson?
William. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, being the brother of like one of the best catchers in the league is probably good to start out with in general. And then he's got like a very bright future. I mean, he's been pretty good for the Braves, I think.
He's been great. All right, you keep holding it up. Show us your catcher mitt. Tell us what you like about it.
It doesn't jam my finger like this. It doesn't. It's the finger's not like way back here.
Okay.
It's like good. Just the best catcher's mitt ever.
Who's the maker of it? Let's give them a plug.
It is All-Star.
All right. Oh, wow. That is a good pocket. How long have you been catching with that?
Couple months now. I got it for I think I got it for Easter. I can't remember.
Really? Do you like that one better than your old one?
Well, it's my first catcher's mitt.
Oh, I thought you had another one that was all black. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I love it.
It's a pretty good catcher's mitt because it doesn't jam me with my fingers. So it's pretty nice. Kind of breaking it in, kind of, but it's pretty good now.
It is very broke in. I was a catcher many years ago, but many years ago. All right, Ray. This is my favorite part of it, and I take it very serious when we talk about this. And I always give you a little homework, so you folks at home know. I send Ray questions ahead of time, and I make them research them. And if he gives me an answer I don't like, I make him research them again. So I'm over a couple of questions, but you really love learning about baseball, right, Ray?
Yes.
And your mom and I, when I send her the question, she always like, if he's not playing baseball or studying homework, he's on Google Googling things about baseball. So we created this special segment called Ray Ray's Legend of the Game. And tonight the assignment was to find
Get a find a player from the Chattanooga Lookouts that somehow played for them.
All right. That was your assignment. And who did you come up with, young man?
I came up with the first baseman of the Cincinnati Reds, Joey Votto.
Tell me, I got to see Joey play at the Lookouts. He when he was at Chattanooga, he was held to be a great player coming and was going to be a superstar. And I think he's lived up to that. And all around, Joey Votto is supposed to be an exceptionally good guy. But tell us a little bit about his stats.
Well, this is the time I was writing it. I know he hit a home run after I wrote it. So this is the time I wrote it. So Don't get mad at me if I get it wrong.
Hey, my laptop just died. So you're all safe now, buddy.
Anyway, he won an MVP in 2010, 6-time All-Star in 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, and 18, and he's a Gold Glove winner in 2011. 303 home runs, 997 RBIs. This is a triple slash of 303, 417, 515 with a 147 OPS plus and 60.7 WAR. And in his MVP year, he had 37 home runs, 113 RBIs, 324 batting average, 424 on base percentage, and a 600 slugging, 171 OPS plus, and a 7 WAR.
So, do you like to watch Joey Votto play? And
yes.
What
Joey Votto experience.
What attracted you? How did you come up with Joey Votto when I gave you the assignment?
I just looked up like some really good players. At first I looked for Cincinnati Reds players because that's the affiliate of the Chattanooga Lookouts.
Right.
Couldn't find anybody, so I went to the current players and I looked up Joey Votto to see if he played for Chattanooga Lookouts, and he did.
And that was it.
So that's why I got Joey Votto.
Right. It's Hey, here's a question. Have you watched the movie Moneyball?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Scott Hatterberg.
Yeah. I missed a couple of comments here too, Chris Ray. No matter which team you pick, just remember you're always my MVP. Y'all, that's nice, Chris. And Lacey Gill asked if you hadn't watched Moneyball, you need to. So yeah, I loved Moneyball. What did you like about it?
I liked all the interactions and stuff. Like usually you don't get a movie like that. I mean,
right.
You got the cheap owner. You've got the person that's looking like the scouts and kind of just. It's really cool seeing like kind of how it worked.
How do you feel about the possibility of the Oakland A's leaving Oakland? And even Nashville's a strong rumor to maybe land the A's.
That'd be nice. We could get a Tennessee team finally. And I've been waiting for that since I was a Cubs fan. I mean, I've been waiting for a Tennessee team since I was born there. Anyways, that'd be pretty nice. Like the Nashville A's.
Could you root for them since they're in the American League and still stay a Cubs fan? Because they're really.
Yeah, I think I could. Cubs are obviously they're going to be my favorite team, but like I may have some Nashville Athletics stuff in here if they move to Nashville.
I would. I've been a Braves fan since I was your age, so I would probably stay a Braves fan. I know I would stay a Braves fan, but I definitely would be interested in watching a team move to Nashville. It's no guarantee. I know there's the finalists are people have talked about Charlotte, Nashville, Montreal, a couple of places. One more question, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. Have you heard about? And he was just promoted to Indianapolis. Were you able, or have you heard of Hunter Green, who
Yes,
just
I
left?
have.
What do you think? I'm going to give you a stat, and you tell me what you think.
Mhm.
They have been at the time that this was recorded a couple of weeks ago, or there had been 51 pitches in organized baseball above 101 miles an hour. Hunter Green had through 37 of those.
Oh my gosh.
Is he someone, since he played with the Lookouts and now he's up to Indianapolis, soon to be in Cincinnati, that kids like yourself would be, the fact that he played for the Lookouts, does that make him more fan friendly to you?
Probably. It probably would. I mean, probably the only reason that is sometimes I get to watch him and he's just lights out. I mean, so 100 miles an hour.
It's unreal. Who is your favorite pitcher?
Favorite pitcher?
Yes.
Like in baseball right now?
Yes. Other than the Cubs.
Other than the Cubs, okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Favorite pitcher is Achilles man himself, the Achilles heel problem guy, Mike Soroka.
Oh, cool. Achilles heel. Yeah. That's sad that he blew it out in practice the other day, or walking through the clubhouse. So we've got about 10 minutes, and we're going to call it a night. Let's go through your shout out list again and make sure. I feel bad if we leave somebody out. I personally want to shout out to your dad, Eric, and your mom, Stephanie, for letting you do this with me and how much I appreciate it. And your sister, Shelby, who your family has been so good to my family. So I just want to shout out to them too. Who do you want to give a shout out to, Ray Ray?
Everybody that is watching.
That covers everybody. So when they say, why didn't you shout me out? If you were watching, he just covered it for you.
Get the timestamp right now, and I'll get the timestamp, and you're like, you didn't include me, and then I can send you the timestamp of this, and I can prove it to you.
Hey, it's hard to have a following, isn't it?
Yes.
So Ray, in the last couple of minutes, what do you want? Let me ask this the right way. As you go through I think you'll be 6th grade next year. Is that right? 7th grade?
7th.
Okay. And so you're a little ahead of most of the kids your age. What do you want to continue playing baseball, or would you like to get into another part of baseball?
I'd like to stay in baseball as long as I can.
Have you ever thought about being when you're an adult? Would you like to be everybody wants to be a player. I'm sure that's your number one aspiration. But as much as you love baseball, have you ever thought maybe if I don't make it as a player, I might be a manager or a scout or an announcer or a team owner?
That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
If I don't make it as a player, I think my number 2. I'd like to, those people on like ESPN and stuff, like
Buster Only and those guys.
Yeah, they just talk about baseball all the time. Well, ESPN don't, but like MLB Network and stuff, I'd like to do that.
So, what do you watch mainly? Is it MLB Network? Is that your go-to?
Yeah, usually it's that, or I just try to find like MLB Game of the Week or something. MLB Network or that.
So, do you like other sports?
Not really. I mean, football is okay, basketball is okay, but baseball is my favorite sport out of all.
Do you Do you like watching a game on Sunday, an NFL game, or?
Yeah, I like watching it every once in a while, but I don't really like watching it every week.
So, who's your favorite football team?
Chicago Bears.
Is that one influence from your granddad too?
Yep.
Hey, he's got a pretty good tight on you, hold on you. And is your favorite basketball team the Chicago Bulls?
Yes.
I expected that one. Have you and your granddad ever got to go to Wrigley Field, and is that one of your dreams?
We haven't gone there. Even we've gone to Truist though.
Yes, Truist is a nice park. I liked it. All right, Ray. So we'll be back, everyone. So this is mine and Ray's deal. Baseball takes precedent over podcasting, right, Ray? Always.
Yes.
So I know we're kind of spotty with recording. We would like to do this more often, but we have an understanding that for Ray to do this, his baseball and school is more important. Which, Ray, we never have to worry about your schoolwork. That's spot on, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah. And so we do this as our last thing. So it might be a couple of weeks. It might be a little bit. I think Ray's season's running down. But I would like to ask everybody, if you could, follow River City Media on Facebook, on YouTube. That will let you know every time Ray's on. You'll get the notices. And we always make sure when we're going to have Ray on to thank you very much again. We love having Ray. But we do try to carry the message. And we have other shows on the network. We have shows about music, majority of sports. But we do appreciate everybody shouting out to us. At the end of the day, when this is all said and done, it's about the kids, and it's about this young man, and it's about 1,000 other young men. So make sure to donate to your little league, help kids play, because some aren't as fortunate as others. So we love little league, don't we, Ray?
Yes.
Get to live out our dreams there, don't we?
Mhm.
All right, buddy. What else you got?
I don't think I got anything else.
Man, I've missed you, dude. You can't hang out that long without me getting a show again.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we went like a month. I mean, you're just leaving me hanging out here. And you know, Anna Lee's out of town.
Uh-oh.
You know, Anna Lee's out of town. So you're my only kid to make noise with and yell at, have fun with. So I sure miss doing a show with you, and maybe it won't be so long. And
Next week.
we'll try to do one next week. And everybody, keep your notifications on. We've decided we can't do this on a regular schedule. So next week could be on a Thursday, or it could be the next Tuesday or the next Wednesday. We're just going to do it when Ray has a chance. And we appreciate everybody. And thank you very much for your nice words. And does the Whiz Kid, you get the final word.
Follow River City Media.
Thank you, buddy.
And do everything that is positive to the channel, I guess.
Yeah, and do everything that's positive to each other too. And we thank you all for joining us. Ray, you done a great job, and I'll talk to you next day or two. All right, buddy?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.